Good morning to you. Good morning, my darlings, and happy day, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Dante James, and I am vlogging my first year of sobriety. I became sober from alcohol on March 1st of 2021, and I just celebrated 6 months of sobriety on September 1st of 2021. Yeah. If you're on your own sober journey or thinking about becoming sober or just want to follow my journey, hit that subscribe button, like this video. It really helps out my channel, and it might get to somebody who is thinking about becoming sober already on their own sober journey, or I might just be able to brighten someone's day. So if you're new here, jump on the sober train with me. I'll click your ticket and welcome. And if you're not new here, hey guys. So guys, let's go get the day started, shall we? Hey guys, good morning darlings. So I'm just getting ready. Again, guys, thank God for that intro. Thank God for that intro. I know it's the same like 48 seconds every intro, but guys, it is like my saving grace lately, only because stuff has been so busy. Don't mind my eye. For some reason, either this eye or this eye always gets like that after I do my makeup. I don't know why, and I didn't put in eye drops yet, so just please ignore that. I am getting ready. It is raining out, like pouring, and it's very, very windy, and it's like dark out. Like you would think it was probably like 7 o'clock at night. Very, very dark out. I just got done doing my makeup. I'm not really doing my hair today. I put on my straightener, and I'm just going to like run my brush it, or maybe not even brush it, just run my straightener through it just to control it a little. But I wanted to throw on my camera because I wanted to talk about something real quick that popped in my head last night after I was done filming for the night. One thing that popped in my head, and it has to do with Stephanie's question the other night, and it has to do with how she said, you know, was it easy getting sober during the pandemic? And one thing that I wanted to answer is when I said no as well, is when it comes to sobriety, how should I put this? Because also something that happened yesterday made me think of this. Angina and I were in Walmart, and Angina was on the cell phone, and a very nice woman came up to me and said that she follows my journey on YouTube and on Facebook, and that, you know, she follows it, and she congratulated me, and she was so nice. She was with her grandson, and without giving away too much information, she basically just said that her daughter has been sober from things for 10 months, and she's a little nervous that her daughter may get back into things because of a certain guy. What that had me thinking is that when you do become sober, you have to have a reason. Like, you have to have a really good reason to become sober. And maybe I'm saying that wrong too, but I think you have to have a reason why you are becoming sober. You know, not only for all the stuff that we already know about the substances and all of that, that's already well-known knowledge, but one thing you also have to think about is the reason why. For me and my story, the reason why I got sober was for myself, but there was also a trickle-down effect with that. I got sober for myself because I got so scared, and I said, if I continue down this path, then I'm going to die. And not only for my mental health, my physical health, my body, like everything, not only all the benefits of quitting drinking for all of that, but also the trickle down part of it is like, it's almost like a pyramid. Like, I'm at the top. Now I have to get sober for myself. First and foremost, I have to admit that I have a problem and get sober for myself, because if I don't do it for myself, then who else am I doing it for? But it made me think, I'm also doing it for everyone around me. I am doing it for my husband. I am doing it for my fur babies. Because if I'm not here, then that's going to affect everybody else. And if I'm selfish enough to go back to the bottle, then that's just me being selfish in my own life and choosing something over me, my family, and everybody else, and my friends, and my life in general. That's very selfish of me. And if I would do that to them, because like I've said to you guys already, so many things have changed. My relationship, in my marriage changed. My relationship with my family has changed, and my relationship with my friends have changed. And that's all because I was like, I can't do this anymore. And you just saw the effects of that. So I think it's very important when you're becoming sober, and yes, it is hard, and I will never deny that. It was to this day one of the hardest things I've ever done. But the reasons why 6 months later, almost 7, are like, oh my God, I should have done this so long ago. Not only for myself, but the people around me. And that might not be everybody's reason, and that's fine, and everybody might not have reasons, but I truly believe that, and it's nothing new, like I'm not like speaking like I'm a philosopher or anything, but the biggest reason that you should get sober is for yourself. And is it hard? Yes, but you can do anything. You know, the universe or God or whatever your religious belief is does not put anything in front of you that you can't handle. And I handled this, and I was not going to be weak. That's one thing that I wasn't going to be either, is I wasn't going to be weak and let something as simple, I'm just picking up something, but let's say this was a small bottle of vodka. I wasn't letting this small bottle of gin or vodka or whatever control my life. I wasn't letting it happen, because that's all it is. I could dump it out and it's gone. It's destroyed. I could destroy this that easily. So why am I letting it control my life over my head so much? If I took this and smashed it off my vanity right now, this would cease to exist. Why do I do that with something like gin or alcohol? No, I come before alcohol. I come before, in other people's instances, you have to say, I come before drugs. I come before this because I'm more important than this. Flynn, I'm trying to make a point here. So basically, that's just what I wanted to say, is you are more important, and again, this is just a metaphor. You are more important than the bottle. You are more important than the drug. You are more important than that. And there's always, it might not seem it at first. And I've had a couple of people that are newly sober reach out to me and say, oh my God, this is so hard. Oh my God, I'm only a week in and I don't know if I could do it. But you don't realize in that moment, I was scared shitless. So I already knew a week in, I was like, I can't go back to it. So I have to keep going. But some people that didn't end up in the hospital or didn't have health problems for it and are just doing it for their mental health or to save their relationship or to save themselves or whatever they're doing, sometimes think, well, I can't do this. I'm going to go back to it. Or it didn't affect my health, or I didn't have a problem with it, so I'm going to go. And I always say, just stick with it. It gets so much better. Let me say something. I was the biggest advocate, and I hate saying this, when some of my friends would say that they were quitting drinking or that they had to quit drinking or anything like that, I'd say, selfishly, because I guess in the back of my mind, I can't believe I'm talking to you guys with my eye like this, but in the back of my mind, I would say, ugh, what quitters? No, I shouldn't have said that, because now that I'm sober, and it sucks that I was like that, and I'm sorry for being like that, like, oh, quitters, because I thought I was Karen Walker. I thought I could drink a bottle of vodka and live forever. Like, I thought when you were weak if you quit drinking, but you're weak if you keep doing it. If you keep using it, you're weak. There is nothing stronger than a sober person, and I stand by that. You have hit rock bottom and rose from the ashes, and there is nothing sexier, more awesome, more stronger, more anything than that. There is nothing more I love to see than a sober person who has their shit together, and it might take you a while to get your shit together, and that's perfectly fine. It took me a while. It takes a lot of people a while. But the outcome, and that's somewhere over the rainbow, as what metaphor is coming to my mind now, is so worth it. That pot of gold is on the other end. You get what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that. I'm going to finish getting ready. I'm going to start my day. But it's just been on my mind. And I was like, I'm going to turn on my camera. I've been getting caught up with some of my friends. And I wanted to turn on my camera and just say all that. That it wasn't hard for me to get sober, because the outcome I knew was going to be more beautiful than if I would have picked up that bottle again. Because this is nothing. Again, picture this as like a bottle of gin. This is nothing. I could destroy this. It's not up here anymore. It's down the drain. So, I don't know. I just wanted to say that. Like I said, it's been on my mind. So, guys, I'm going to finish getting ready, and then we're going to go get started on our day. I just wanted to share that. Hopefully I helped somebody, okay? I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, y'all. I'm getting in my car, ready to go. Do you hear the rain? It's coming down. Outfit check real quick. Where did I get this cardigan? Where did I get it? I think I've had this cardigan. I think I got it at Target. Gray V-neck from Walmart. And just some black pants. Just some black jeans and my Adidas slides. That's what I'm wearing today. Nothing too fancy for a day like today. And if you want to know how my day is going, technology is going against me. I just tried to pause my radio. So, yeah. So let's go do those. Well, y'all, that seems to be a problem. So, plan B, I guess. Y'all, I'm starting to think that I'm not supposed to be out in this. It's like really bad. Like almost like that hurricane that came through like a couple weeks ago. Like it's bad out. And like I'm driving here and I'm already so close to where I wanted to go. Boss cops, I'm in the underground parking lot right now. But I'm starting to think that I'm not supposed to be out in this. And I think I'm just going to go here and go home because I'm already here and I'm hoping that it slows down a little bit. I'm having some doubts about this. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is having some kind of nightmare because it's scary. It's very, very scary. So let's go in here and find JB a present and get the hell home. I'm hoping it like slows down. It's like really bad. Like I was nervous. So nervous. But I'm okay now. I was just really scared. Okay, let's go in. Okay, y'all. So y'all are in my trunk. But this is the set I got him. It was a really good price. I'll show you better when I get home. But I liked how it was like rounds like that. Like it looked old-timey. And when I saw this set, it really reminded me of JB. Because they have like so many sets in there. But this one really reminded me of him. And I think it's so his style. And like I said, it was a really good price. So I got this one. And I hope I like it. He likes it. Even the lady in the place said that this is a really, really good brand compared to the other ones. So I'm really excited. So I'm done in there. It's a really nice set. She said that that one's better than even some of like the more expensive ones. So I'm really excited I found that. And I think he'll really, really like it. Because there was just so many to choose from. I'm going up into the mall quick. Okay, y'all. So we just had dinner a while ago. We watched both of our shows. The part 1 finale of American Horror Story double feature was a little confusing and a little weird. I don't know. I don't really get what the finale was supposed to mean or anything like that. But we watched it, and I'm in the mood for something sweet. So let's try making this. I've never had the Duncan Hines before, but this is Duncan Hines, includes frosting, mug cakes, confetti cake mix with vanilla frosting. I don't think I've ever had this brand before. I've had the other brand. I don't remember what name it's called. I think it's in like a white box, I think. I'm not sure. Let's try it. So I have a mug. I have my cancer mug. And it says to just put this in there. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so here's the frosting. There's actually a lot in here. So you take this. All right, now it says you could add milk. I don't think we have any milk though. So I'm just gonna do water. And we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so here's the mug. Here is the mix. Put it in there, and then it says to add 3 tablespoons of water or milk. I'm just going with water, 'cause like I said, I don't think we have milk. I don't think. So I'm just going to go with water. Okay, I added 3, and it says to make sure you stir it really, really well and make sure there's nothing stuck to the bottom. I remember getting the other ones in the other box, and it just wasn't good. And it was such a while ago. I think I told you guys, like, I gave them to my friends because they weren't for me. So hopefully they enjoyed them, I hope. Okay, so it looks like the consistency of cake batter. So let me just, and there's nothing on the bottom. And then it says to put it in the microwave for 1 minute and 10 seconds. So 1 minute and 10 seconds, and we'll be back. Okay, y'all, so I took it out of the microwave, let it sit for 2 minutes. Took it out of the microwave, let it sit for 2 minutes, and put the frosting on it. And we actually have a guest taster today. Woo!
Why, hello there.
So, young man, tell them what's your name, how old you are, where you're from. Okay, so here's a spoon, JB.
Thank you.
Now, it may be a little hot. Okay, let's try it. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good.
It's fluffy. I'll give it that. It's a very fluffy cake.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I haven't tried it with milk. I did it with water, but I think I'd want to try it with milk. It's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's not terrible.
Yeah. No, it's...
I think I want to try it with milk, though, before I give it a rating. Like, I'll give it a rating now. I'll give it a 2. What do you think?
I guess. Yeah, 2
A
or
2?
3. Yeah, roundabout.
Well, you know what I'll do? When I go to the store, I'll grab us milk, and we'll try it again and see if the rating changes.
Okay.
How's that?
Sure.
Because we used water. It does say on the bottom that you can use milk or... I forget what the other thing is. Substitute 3 tablespoons of water for 5 tablespoons of heavy cream. So, I'm going to grab milk, guys, and we're going to try it again. But so far, I just give it a 2. Right. All right.
It's not bad, but...
No, it's not horrible. Like, there's taste to it. It's good. It's pretty neat, but it's lacking something. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It'd be interesting to try it with.
With milk? With some milk? Well, thank you for joining us today, JB, and thank you for being our little taste tester.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. I got to see you in a little bit. It's the end of the night. Guys, in that footage of us trying the cake in the cup, I was very tired, just to let y'all know, because I was on the phone with my aunt till very, very late last night. Actually, probably the latest I've ever talked to her before. I was on the phone with her until like, I want to say 1:30, and then I was up very, very early this morning. So, after the mall, which, I can't say anything too loud, but never know before I got Jimmy Bronson pants. I went up to the handbags, because I didn't know if they had those around the handbags. So, but I did see some really, really nice ones. And I was wrong, they don't have pots and pans near the handbags. So I was in the wrong spot. So after that, I met up with Aunt Gina and had lunch with her quick. And then I ran to the Dollar General with her quick. I didn't really get much. I got Fruity Pebbles ice cream. Stopped there with her and then came home. And I was just saying to my best friend Angelina, I was voice messaging her, and I was just saying to her, I've been like napping all afternoon, but very short naps. Like, it's very, very strange. But I was up late, and I was up late and up early. So when I came home, I like napped for like 15 minutes, and then I got up. JB came home. We watched American Horror Story double feature, and then we got dinner ready, and we were watching that one Murders in the Apartment Building show. And I fell asleep at the end of that for a while. Then he started watching something else. After that, I woke up, but then he started watching something else, so I fell back asleep. And then I went in bed and fell asleep. Like, it's all like 10, 15-minute increments of naps all throughout the night. So when I got up and I was like, ooh, I'm craving something sweet, that's why I went into the kitchen and made that. And I was just editing it, and I was like, oh my god, I seem so tired. And I am. I'm just tired today. I got my editing done early. It's not that late. I'm like really excited to go and watch this one movie that I actually started last night that my Aunt Gina called me in the middle of, so I didn't even get to finish it. I was watching Elvira's movie because I just read in the news. Like, I've always loved Elvira, but I never saw any of her movies. I just thought she was like really cool looking. And she just came out with the actress who is Elvira. She just came out, and she's had a partner for over 20 years and all that stuff. And I realized last night, I was like, I've never seen her movie before. So it's on Hulu. So I'm only 18 minutes into that, and then Aunt Gina called, and then we were on the phone for like 2 hours. And then I didn't get to finish it because then I went right to bed. And now I'm like so excited to finish it tonight. I want to watch the rest of it. It seemed cheesy and campy and like, I don't know, but I'm really excited to see the rest of it. I don't know, I'm really pumped about it. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. But let's get to a question before I go. I promise I'm not going to stay long. So let's get to a question. If you guys don't know this, I'm answering your questions at the end of my vlogs. The questions you answer me down in my comments down below. You can leave them down there. You can leave them in or next to a cupcake emoji or in or next to a heart with stars emoji. I screenshot them. You can ask me anything about my life or my sobriety. And you're able to ask JB anything as long as he's comfortable answering it. And I answer them at the end of my vlogs, and it's very, very fun to do, and I love it. So I actually, after tonight's question, I only have one more left. I haven't gone through the comments yet, in the past couple of videos to see if there's any more questions, but after this one, there's only one more left. This one is from my love. She is a queen. She is an icon. She is a legend, darling. It is from my dear, dear friend, my best friend Angelina's mother, Dee Diets, Preps, and more. That's right, y'all. She has a new name. 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 Dee Diets, Preps, and more. So that's my best friend Angelina's mother. She's amazing. She's my friend as well. She's just amazing. She's just amazing, amazing, amazing. Go check her out. Her link will be down below. I love Dee so, so much, and you will love her too. When I say she's a queen icon legend, go watch her and you'll find out why. So Dee had a really good question here. Dee said, what are your triggers when it comes to drinking? What are my triggers when it comes to drinking? It's weird because they change. I don't know what mine are until it happens, until I start feeling it. Of course, when I was in Ohio with Angie and we were going to go to this nightclub, that was a trigger for me because I was very, scared and I was only a month sober. I was very nervous. Now I think I'd be able to go. Now I'd definitely be able to go and, feel, okay. I don't really have too many of them anymore. As far as my drinking goes, I'm trying to think of what they were. Stress. My anxiety being really high, those were triggers for me when I'd want to drink. What else? That's a really good question, Dee. I'm trying to think. A lot of I don't handle stress well whatsoever, at all. So that's probably the biggest one when I'm feeling stressed out and I don't have something to take the edge off. That's a big trigger for me. I'm hoping I'm answering this when it comes to drinking. A trigger that would make me anxious now that I'm sober. I'm not sure because I kind of conquered a lot of things, Dee. I went to that white trash bash and I was really nervous about going to that and I was fine. Nothing triggered me there. I think more so, and I hope I'm answering this correctly, and if I'm not, please, Dee, down in the comments, let me know if I am or not. You can definitely ask it a different way, but I'm hoping I'm answering this right. Even at the fair, I was nervous because I knew the stand next to us, there was going to be drinking and stuff. So that was a little trigger just in my anxiety. I was very anxious because I was oh, it's going to be right next to me. And it was fine. It was fine. I didn't feel anything for it. I didn't even really notice it. And no one was belligerent or gross or anything like that. That was a trigger for me. Kind of being around it is a little bit of a trigger for me. I mean, you always know when you're around it. But it's not, I don't want to even say that because it's not really a trigger. You just always notice it. You just notice it when it's around you, but it doesn't bother me anymore. We went out to dinner and my dad and my brother got beers when we were at dinner. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I could really care less. What is another trigger? I'm trying that's what I mean. I'm trying to think of when I was drinking or when I was sober or now that I'm sober. Just like I said, stressful situations, the times when I would get in my own head. I always tell you guys that, how I sometimes get in my head and it's I can't get out of it. The floodgates open and it just, that's kind of a trigger for me, but not anymore. See, that's the whole thing. I can't even say that. Yeah, that's a really good question, Dee, but it's a hard one because I'm trying to think because it's almost 7 months and it's I can't even really think of too many triggers anymore. I guess it's a good thing. I don't know. I'm sure I've talked about them recently, but it's weird because being put on the spot like this, I can't think of any, and I guess that's a good thing. I'm trying really hard to think of some triggers and I can't. I think other triggers are being around, but I even hate using the word trigger because I when I'm around people that are users, and I'm not saying that as in I'm saying alcoholics, they're known alcoholics or known drug users. I get a little triggered then, but not in the sense in a bad way. I immediately put a wall up. I don't want to be around it. I don't care who you are, where you come from. I don't care. I don't want to be involved around it because I feel if I invite that into my world, it's going to trigger me. It's not going to be good because I associate, and I'm not saying everybody because a lot of my friends still drink, a lot of my family members still drink, responsibly or whatever. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying people that abuse alcohol and abuse prescription drugs or abuse drugs. I immediately put a wall up because me personally, and I'm not saying it's everybody, but it just seems like drama follows them, and I immediately put a wall up, so I'm not able to have it trigger me. It's just kind of like, nope, like, stay away from me. I don't want no part of it. Don't want to be around it. We have nothing in common. We have nothing in common. If you are major alcoholic and a drug dealer, or a major alcoholic or a drug user, a major alcoholic and a drug user, or one or the other, we have nothing in common. Nothing in common whatsoever. Sorry, not sorry. I immediately put a wall up. I don't want to be involved in it. Nothing whatsoever. I don't know how I got on the topic, but like when I think about triggers, I think about like people triggering me. So I guess that's how I deal with that. But in all honesty, Dee, I mean, that's a really good question, and I can't think of any. I really can't. I used to. Like, that's like the whole thing is like, I'm filming.
Sorry.
I can't think of any, Dee. Really, that was a really, really good question, though. Thank you for asking it. And if I didn't answer it in the way that you wanted me to, like, I'm not saying like a fake answer. I'm saying if it's not the answer you were looking for, I might not have understood it right. That's just me. It's not your fault. I'm just trying to think of like all the triggers I've had, and I can't think of one as of recently. Like, even the other day when I said I was going to the fair, I said I was nervous and anxious. That wasn't a trigger for me, because I just haven't had one in a while. I haven't had a trigger that it was like, I'm gonna go to the liquor store, I'm gonna go to... Have you noticed any triggers, honey, that I've had?
Triggers?
Like for drinking?
I don't think so.
Okay. Thank you. Love you. Good night. So, Dee, like I said, if that's not the answer, or if I'm answering this incorrectly, like, let me know down in the comments. Like, I hope I'm answering this right, but if I don't have any, like, at the very moment, almost going to be 7 months sober, yay me. I don't know. I said that to you guys a while ago. Like, I don't think about it anymore. Like, I think it's so far gone, and it's almost 7 months that I know it's not an option anymore, so I don't even think about it. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't even think about... I think about it. Of course I think about alcohol. It's everywhere around you. But I don't think about it as, like, if I'm, like, in my head or stressed, I'd never think about, like, oh, God, I need to go get a bottle. Like, that would be, like, a trigger to me. Like, being stressed is like a trigger to me, or being in a stressful situation is a trigger for me, or in a situation where I need to take the edge off, where I'm like worked up, or I'm like, you know, in my head, like that would be a trigger for me. But as of lately, there hasn't been. I could think of, or I feel like I'm answering this question wrong. Not like, I just feel like it's, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it go, Dee. If I answered your question, let me know. If I didn't, if I'm confusing everybody, I am so sorry. But on all honesty, I can't think of any at this very moment. I can't. This question's triggering me. I'm totally kidding, Dee. I'm totally kidding. But please let me know if I'm answering it correctly. But as of lately, I can't think of any. I can't, and that's yay for me. I can't think of any, but thank you for asking that question, Dee. I hope I wasn't too confusing, and I hope I answered it. I know I said that a million times. Anyway, I'm going to stop now. Dee, thank you for asking me that question. I hope I answered it. Guys, leave your questions down below. I'm going to go now, because I'm going to go watch my movie that I'm so excited for. And I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching me on your phones, in your homes, or on your tablets. And I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or night, whenever you watch me. And I will see you tomorrow. So until the next one, YOO-HOO, bye-bye.